Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about the United States. So this is our first regional webinar. So welcome. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from. Tonight, will primarily be about the United States. So if you're from the United States, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for our first webinar series of this year. So a little bit about myself. My name is Bailey O'Regan. I'm an admissions counselor here at St. Thomas. I graduated from my Bachelor of Arts in 2021. So I'm a recent grad as well as an admissions counselor now. So part of my role here as an admissions counselor is really to help you along this process of coming to St. Thomas. So part of that is program exploration. So I'll help you sort of find the program that's best suited for you and your interests and your passions. I'll help you through the application process to get to St. Thomas. I'll talk about scholarships and bursaries, the differences between those two as well. I help with those things, and then really sort of optimizing your STU experience to fit your best needs as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that today as well. Awesome. So how to get involved in today's session. If you're joining us live, your camera, your microphone will all be mute. And you can use the Q&A box and function. If you do have any questions throughout the presentation, we'll be happy to get those answered for you tonight as well. So a little bit about who we are. So we are actually Canada's only university that is exclusively dedicated to the liberal arts. So you can find the liberal arts and the Bachelor of Arts in other places, but here at St. Thomas, we primarily focus on those things. So the humanities and social sciences are what we do really, really well here at St. Thomas. So if you're interested in those topics, St. Thomas might be a really good place for you. So a big question is always sort of, where are we? So we are located in Fredericton, New Brunswick, which is just above Maine. So we're roughly around 7 hours driving to Boston. We're roughly around 6 hours driving to Montreal, just to give you some context in terms of where we actually are. We're right beside Quebec, and we're right beside Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia as well. So just to give you a little context on where we're actually located here in Canada. So we always like to say that we're a small town charm with a big city spirit. No matter the season here in Fredericton, there's always something going on, whether it's on campus or off campus. This is an actual photo of Fredericton in the fall. So it's very beautiful and quite similar to the New England area. If you're from there, this is an actual photo in the fall, which is my favorite season here as well. So a little bit more about Fredericton itself. So we are actually the provincial capital here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And that means a lot of different things. Obviously, there's a lot going on here because of that. But there's a lot of opportunities for students who come here as well to get involved in different workplace placements, internships, experiential learning. All of that is really readily available to you as a student because of where we happen to be, which is really, really good for you guys as well. There's a lot of music festivals, art, culture, different things like that happening, again, all the time, no matter the season. We roughly have over 71 miles of city walking and biking trails that are all paved as well. So here in Fredericton, we really want you to explore the city, and we make that available through our walking and biking trails as well. So we really encourage students to kind of explore Fredericton just as much as St. Thomas. We're roughly around 8 miles from the airport. So if you're flying in, not too far from campus is our airport as well. And then something that I really utilized as a student here as well is that within your tuition and fees at St. Thomas, we actually include a city bus pass for you. So if you don't have a car while you're here at St. Thomas, we make it very easy for you to get around Fredericton. It goes to the mall, it goes downtown, it kind of goes everywhere that a student might need to go. So if you're really interested in exploring Fredericton, which I hope you are, there's really easy ways to do that. And we encourage students to do that as well. So some stats that I like to kind of talk about when I'm presenting on St. Thomas is that 99% of our full-time professors hold the highest degree in their field. So what that means for you is that if a PhD is the highest level that they can obtain academically, they have it. For you, that really means that you're learning from professionals who have gone out and done the research and often bring that research into the classroom. They're able to do that because we have such an awesome student body as well. So we have 10% of our community here at St. Thomas represented over 35 different countries. So we really have a very diverse and welcoming community here, which is really awesome as well. So we don't just recruit in the United States, it's spanned over the globe. And we often have a lot of our alumni out doing different things all across the world. So you can really take this degree anywhere you'd like to go. Again, kind of going back to the research that's being done by your professors, they're able to bring that into the classroom really easily because of how small our class sizes actually are. So you will never have a class that's bigger than 60 students here at St. Thomas. In other places, you might have first year classes, 200, 300, 400 people. And that's just not something that we do here at St. Thomas. We really cater it to a small, welcoming community. And we really believe that that also starts in the classroom. So by limiting our numbers to only 60 people, that really gives you the opportunity to connect with your professor and allows your professor to bring in some of the research that they're doing too. Our average class size is around 24 students, so even smaller than that. Might be something that you're already used to in high school as well. So just some numbers that I like to throw out there as well. So like I was saying, St. Thomas primarily focuses on the humanities and social sciences. So these are all of the different disciplines that we have available for you to take here at St. Thomas. A lot of our students are taking 2, if not 3 different majors because we allow you so much time to explore all these different things. For myself, I graduated with my Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Criminology and Criminal Justice. So I actually have 2 majors on my degree because St. Thomas allowed me to kind of explore those different things as well. I took classes from all different types of disciplines, and we really encourage you to do the same. So experiential learning. Experiential learning is sort of at the heart of what we do. We really value learning outside the classroom as much as possible. So taking that stuff that you're learning within your textbook and applying it to a real world situation. And again, there's lots of opportunities for this because of where we are and where we happen to be in the provincial capital, Fredericton. So we actually have an office dedicated to experiential learning, and they do a lot of stuff in here. So some things that we like to mention is that 100% of our internships are either paid or for credit towards a class that you're taking. So not only are you getting a hands-on learning experience, but you're either getting paid for that experience or it's for the class that you're taking. Awesome opportunity to kind of get involved in whatever you're interested in. Oftentimes students are matched with organizations, either nonprofit organizations that really reflect your academic and career interests. You can go to them and say, you know, I'm taking this class that I really like in history. I'd like to apply this. What can I do? And they'll help you figure that out, whether it be a career opportunity or an internship that we have partnership with as well. So again, students benefit from earning valuable experience within sort of what you're interested in, and also have that opportunity to kind of grow your network opportunities as well here in New Brunswick. So if you're interested in traveling abroad, for some of you that is coming here to Fredericton, but we also have the opportunity for you to go on exchanges as well. So we have 2 different types of study abroad opportunities. One are international exchanges, which are typically 1 or 2 semesters long, so either half a year or a full year of study. And then we also have travel study opportunities too, which are typically a little bit shorter and matched with a class that you might be taking as well. So different options for you there. If you're really interested in traveling the world, that is definitely something that you can do here at St. Thomas or through St. Thomas while you're a student here as well. And then obviously life on campus. Well, what is life on campus here in Canada or even here in Fredericton? Residence, obviously living in residence is a big question. What is residence like here at St. Thomas? So we actually have 3 different residence buildings, Harrington, Vanier, and Holy Cross. We have a lot of different opportunities for whatever you are most comfortable with in terms of your living environment. Harrington and Vanier are co-ed, and then Holy Cross is actually female only. So we have lots of options there as well. Oftentimes when you're living on campus, you're sort of making a lot of friends. And again, back to our international community, you're making friends from all over the world all the time. So there really is an awesome opportunity to sort of grow together and learn together based on just being a part of residence. There's laundry, cable, internet, everything that you need to study and live on campus is all here for you. You don't have to pay extra for those things. It's all included within your residence fees as well. So there's lots of kitchen and lounges in each residence as well. So we're making sure that you are completely covered when it comes to living away from home. And we hope that this becomes your second home away from home. So I like to talk about the support that is here at St. Thomas. St. Thomas is a really supportive community within itself. We're just around 1,800 students, so we are quite small. And with that comes a lot of support for you, whether it's academic or personal. We know that sometimes the transition to university can be a lot, especially if you're also moving countries as well. So we know that that transition can be a lot for you sometimes as well. And we just want to make sure that you are as supported as you possibly can be. Something that I really valued as a student here, I have 2 learning disabilities. So for me, the Accessibility Center was amazing. They really helped me understand those learning disabilities and how I can best learn in the classroom as well. And then we also have a lot of personal support as well, different counseling. We have a health center as well. And we always make sure that that you are best supported, whether it be personal or academic as well. And again, just to go on to the supportive community that we have here, we really do have a lot of different things to get involved in, clubs and societies being one of them as well. So you might really be interested in a certain club or society. We really encourage you to get involved as much as possible with a lot of different things that are happening on campus. Same as athletics and intramurals. And then we also have different events throughout the year like trivia, coffee houses, things like that, that we want to make sure that every student really feels a part of and engaged in the campus community. And we do that through a lot of different events that we have going on here as well. So keep an eye out for those things too. And then something that I like to talk about, obviously becoming a student. How does this process sort of work for those who are in the States? So obviously the first one is getting to know us a little bit. Watching this, being here with us, you're obviously doing the first step. So congratulations, you're already well on your way to becoming a future student as well, just by being here and listening to the presentation. The other thing is applying. Every year on October 1st, our application opens for grade 12 students, seniors, to apply to St. Thomas. We have our own application on our website. However, the easiest way to do that for US students is through the Common App. Every year that'll open on October 1st, and you can apply through the Common App that way as well. Then once you're accepted, congrats, you're on your way to becoming a student. Then we start to talk about scholarships and bursaries as well. Applying to residence, obviously doing that is sort of part of our next step, and then confirming your enrollment and choosing your classes. So that's a little bit of our process. I'll talk about our scholarships and bursaries next. This is obviously something that is really important to students to help with costs and things like that. Typically, our tuition rates are roughly around 24,000 USD. That is covering all of your expenses in terms of tuition and fees, residence, meal plans, things like that. That is 24,000 USD per year. With that, we also have merit-based scholarships and need-based bursaries. So two different things, scholarships being more academic merit. So we look at your grades, what you're involved in, different things like that. And need-based bursaries look at more of the financial bit of your household income. Two different financial aid, but they all go towards the same thing at the end of the day, which is your tuition and fees that all kind of stem from the same things. So those are just some things that we like to mention. Every year, our deadline for scholarships financial aid is March 1st. We help with that as well. So if you are interested in applying for those things, we are here to help you through that process as well. And one more thing that I do like to mention is that for our US students, we are FAFSA approved. So you can take out a US student loan and also come and study here in Canada as well. So I would encourage you to come for a campus tour, whether that be virtual or in person. Stay connected with us in some form. It really is an awesome way to get a sense of whether or not St. Thomas is a good fit for you by actually coming to campus and seeing it for yourself. I tell all of the students that I meet with that this is an awesome opportunity for you to kind of get a sense of who we are, where we are, and life on campus, as well as to come see us. We're happy to host you and give you the most personalized tour that we can possibly give you. Oftentimes we have students sit in on classes if they'd like to, and we match our prospective students with students that are in the same program of interest to you. So you can always ask them questions about the types of classes that they're actually currently taking as well. So I highly recommend taking a campus tour as well. And then we like to encourage you to apply. If you are in your senior year and you are watching this and you are graduating in 2023, we strongly encourage you to apply through the Common App again, and please stay in touch with us as well. Some different things that I like to point out, if you are curious and want to know a little bit more, we do have a virtual open house as well in February. But again, stay connected with us. Send us an email. If you'd like to come for a tour, we highly recommend you do that as well. And stay on top of all of the things that are happening at St. Thomas. How to do that? Following us on social media is a great way to find out what's going on week to week, day to day. Feel free to check us out on social media and follow us that way as well. And thank you so much. I hope this was informative for you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email. We're happy to get back to you. We're happy to host you again if you'd like to take a tour. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much for joining us, and see you next time. Awesome. Take care.